Welcome to Think Big with Dan and Qasim. Join hosts Dan Melnick and Qasim Masood as they explore big ideas, limitless possibilities, and engage with visionaries, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders who dare to dream big, get inspired, motivated, and find practical tips for personal growth. Think big, dream bigger, and ignite your potential.
All right, welcome to Think Big with Dan and Qasim. And if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, tell us where you live and what you do for a living.
All right. So first of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm Sarah Guedj. It's lovely to meet you. I'm a product designer, UX UI designer at Glasses USA by day. And I'm also an international psychedelic artist by night. So best of both worlds, creative wise. Yeah. So that's what I do.
Awesome. So what does it mean, like psychedelic art, like for people who don't know?
It's basically I'm doing abstract art, and that 10 years ago I went to Australia for a year and I got exposed to the Aboriginal art, which they use dot painting to really tell their story, their history, and that just blew my mind. I came back to Israel and I just changed my art style completely. And it's funny because if you see my art, you think I took something, yeah, because it's very like full of details, very colorful. You have a lot of patterns, and yeah, so this is why I call myself a psychedelic artist, not because I take something, but it's natural flow. The creativity just, is out. And the beauty of it is because I completely changed my style. I used to do very realistic black and white paintings, to be precise and the rules. And I wanted to break free. I wanted freedom. And that's how I got to this specific style. And today, actually, my art also helped me do the pivot like in the professional way. I wasn't a product designer always, but my creativity is so strong that it took me that way. And today I'm actually hosting what I call the Dreamtime Experience, which is an art workshop, because I noticed the therapeutical aspect of my art. So I broke it down by step and I just let the technique out to very, logical, in control people that they have much harder time to let go. And it's just an amazing experience to watch that. And yeah.
So how do people find out about you? Like, do you post a lot on social media? Like where are you like building your community?
Yeah, so for a lot of years, I talked about my art as a hobby, but today it's completely different. I use Instagram, mainly Instagram, to post my paintings. Workshops is something new. I did like 4 or 5 of them. And now I'm building my own site for the workshop. I also have an Etsy shop with printed items with my art. It's also on Instagram. You can check it out. It's Sarah's Art 007 because I love James Bond. So yeah, so there you can find it.
So in terms of, your Etsy shop, like, what is your vision for that? Are you looking to expand and scale and do it full time, or is it more of like a side project for you? Like, where do you plan to take it?
So right now it's a side project. I come with the name of your podcast, Think Big. I think very, very, because I see the potential of my art, because I take it outside of the canvas. For me, it's a pattern. It's optimism, it's a very happy vibe. And why not, let it out to a pillow or, a bag, whatever, everything goes, my headphones, like it can expand in a big way. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to see where it takes me, because it has a lot of potential. Yeah.
Awesome. So on Etsy, like how many customers do you have now? Like how many pieces of art do you typically sell per month?
Right now it's brand new, so I don't have data yet. Fresh off the oven. So yeah, so not yet, but soon, I hope.
But have you sold like any art on Instagram or like other capacities or like where have you like or like what does that look?
Um, yeah, so my art took me on a journey of different paths. I found myself exposing, participating in exhibitions in Europe. There, I sold some painting. I saw the reactions to the art, and it got me all excited. And now I'm posting mainly on Instagram, but I also have a site with all of my art. And I'm currently looking for a gallery to represent me and to expand my connections in Europe. Yeah.
So the gallery would be hypothetically displaying like art, like it would be kind of like it's like a partnership where the art would be there displayed like as your art on your behalf, and then they have like their, I guess, customers that come in and look at the art, and you could sell the art through these galleries in Europe.
Yeah, this is the main hope. Yeah, I really believe that my art is very unique in the way of that, because it's abstract and you have a lot of patterns, your subconscious, each one, sees something else. That's the beauty of the art. So I don't sign the painting by what I see, because maybe the person who's gonna buy it gonna see something else on another direction. So I started to sign from behind. So to let the person who buys it personalize their experience with it.
So when it comes
Yeah.
to Europe, is there like a specific country? Also, I'm curious, like why Europe and why not like in the US, for example?
I'm open, of course. I say, let's start somewhere, but
Right.
US for sure. Because of the colorful and the happy vibe, I think Miami, New York. Currently, actually searching for a connection. Maybe soon I will have good news. But for now, because I'm from France originally, so I do have family there, friends who have connections. So yeah, Europe is the short way there. Yeah.
So it's not just, so it's more like France specifically you're targeting, right? Because you're like originally from France.
Yeah, France, London as well. I have family there. So yeah, it's good spots.
So, I mean, are there like lots of galleries in Israel too where you could potentially display your art, or like what does that look like for you?
Yeah, I don't know why I always thought outside of Israel, but lately I'm started to think like to really expand my options here, because my first exhibition ever was in Israel, in Tel Aviv, and that opened up the whole world of art for me, like from hobby to professional artist, and took me to Europe. It took me to the workshops, and yeah, so yeah, maybe Israel. Israel is a
For
good option.
sure. So what would you say is like the
Yeah.
biggest challenge that you currently face in the business?
So right now, because of all that is happening here, the very hectic situation right now, so I took a long pause. I had a lot of plans, and I took a pause. Right now, I'm coming back. So I'm currently focusing on the workshops, like really. I have a place now in Tel Aviv, so I'm building the site. Really like UX design, I'm really pinpointing the pain points of the, how do you say, the participants I want, right? So because I'm in high tech, I want high tech people, I want the product people, the logical people who, it's been, years since people took 3 hours of their life, took it out of their daily routine. It never happens, right? Because life happens, kids, jobs. So it's a very unique opportunity to bring this experience to their life. But not only that, not only one time, but actually teach them the technique so they can do it themselves, because it's a therapy, and especially now in times like that, I think crucial. It's crucial to express yourself not with words, but with creativity. So yeah, so my main focus right now for My business is the workshop, the connection with people, and the psychology of aspect of that, like connecting themselves to their deeper thought, to their subconscious mind, and super interesting. Yeah.
So are there still events happening now with like everything going on, or is it like not as many events as there would be?
Like in what
So
context?
just like in
Like
Israel,
in
it's
Israel?
yeah.
So at first, everybody was great. So it took time, but today we're a very, very strong nation. It's a very painful period, but we keep on living. We must keep living and, doing things that, makes us happy as much as we can right now. And yeah, I love this country, to be honest. It's a very unique vibe here, very unique people.
That's amazing. So if we're going to have this conversation again in 1 year from now, where do you see things going for your business?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have my own brand. I can see it. Like, I want to, like, if you think about pricing, art is expensive, right? So I wanna be able to access my art in different ways and in lower price, like products. You can have a set of a bedding set of colorful and optimistic. That's the magic word for me. Like when I do art, I want to be happy to get that vibe into the room it is in. And yeah, that's mainly what I want to do. And of course, continue doing the workshop, but worldwide. Like, yeah, I can see partnership and yeah, think big. That's the
For
point.
sure.
Yeah, for
Yeah, it's
sure.
exciting. So what would you say is like the one biggest piece of advice that you wish you knew before you started this business?
The biggest advice, I'm still learning, yeah.
Mhm.
But the biggest advice is to trust my instinct always, like in everything, not only in the business, but in life. I now, after going through some lessons, some hard lessons in life, I get that when I get the feeling of fear, it's an indication I should go for it and not stop. That's my biggest lesson. I'm still practicing, but it's in my mind now. Like yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's the main thing.
That's awesome. So if somebody watching this wanted to reach out, do you mind sharing your Instagram or social media, like best way to get in contact with you?
Of course. Yeah. I mean, I have links. I should shorten the link because if I say it now, it's too long. So yeah.
Yeah, just share the link
Of
with us
course,
and we'll put it in the show notes.
amazing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will share it. The LinkedIn, not the yeah, the LinkedIn, the site, and the Instagram, of course.
Awesome. Well, Sarah, we're rooting for you and thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks. All right, bye.
Bye bye.